I know y'all all been waiting for me. AT2 is here. Have no fear. Your favorite prophet. I'm just kidding. I'm not a prophet, y'all. But if y'all want to give me some money so I can prophesize over you, be my guest. You see the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chat, Super Sticker. Let's go ahead and talk about this, y'all. So it seems like the bloggers are waking up because I put this in my description of my video. Larry Reid is Bishop Bernard Jordan. Bishop Bernard Jordan is Larry Reid. And let me go ahead and explain it to you. But first, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And let's get to it, y'all. Y'all heard me when I said that. Larry Reid is Bishop Bernard Jordan. Bishop Bernard Jordan is Larry Reid. What I'm saying is that they're one and the same. Y'all think they two different people? No, they one and the same. Trust me. But let me say what's up to the people before we start. What's up, Netta? What's up, Aaliyah TV? What's up, Cree Bree? What's up, Crystal? We got Love Bugs up in the building. We got Denitria. Thank you, Denitria, for holding it down for the mods. Did y'all tell them that I was in traffic? The police were like blocking off the freeway and we were like following behind them. I don't know what they were doing, y'all. It was stupid. What's up, CC? How you doing? Love seeing my members. Yes, let me go ahead and highlight you. Shout out to all my paying members. What's up, Keita? How you doing? The paying members, they make sure the tithes are paid. What's up? Just like Ariel. What's up, Ariel? Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you, thank you. And thank you, Denitria, for dropping the links. I appreciate that. What's up, Cassia? How you doing? All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So CTV had woken up the YouTube streets on Friday. So you guys know how there's been this mysterious email going around about Bishop Bernard Jordan being on some secret call with some man who knows the inside, the layout of his home and in the marital bedroom and all this stuff, right? So I was kind of over it. I don't know if you guys were, but I was kind of over the whole storyline because I'm like, no, I don't know, like what this is what turned me off. So remember William did that interview with Bishop Bernard Jordan, right? And what ended up happening was that, you know, he revealed about the email and all that stuff, right? And then the following day, there was a live, I don't know if it was Tyesse or if it was William, but it was William, Tyesse, and Larry Reid at the Cheesecake Factory. And I was all like, now, wait a minute. William was just interviewing Bishop Bernard Jordan and told him about the email that came from Larry. And now you're hanging out with Larry the next day at the Cheesecake Factory. I know they offered to pay, and that's why William went. Listen, I'm not really mad at William because if somebody offered me a free meal, I'm gonna take it, right? Shut up. Don't judge me. Judge your mama. Do not judge me right now. But if somebody offered me a free meal, I'm gonna take it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna take that free meal. But the principle is like, yo, you just basically told Larry Reid, told about Larry Reid to Bishop Bernard Jordan, and now you're hanging out with the man. Like that all just looked very suspicious to me, and I was all like, nah, this is all some fake shit. I don't give a damn, whatever, right? Thank you, Denitria. Put a 1 in the chat. You would have took the free meal. Put a 2 in the chat. You would have stood on morals and principles. Shit, I'll take it. Listen, as much shit as I talk about Larry Reid, I'll take a free meal. Now, I'm not going to let you preach and pray for me because no, hell no. But if you offer me a free meal, I'll take a free meal. What's wrong with me? A lot. Don't worry. Oh, someone asked me if I just came from church. No, I just threw this on. No, I didn't come from church. No. But anyway, so I was kind of turned off by that because I was like, oh, this is some fake shit, whatever. So going back to Friday, CTV contacted Larry Reid, and I didn't even know that they weren't dealing with each other anymore. I mean, it was kind of obvious, but he confirmed it. So he asked Larry Reid, let me go ahead and get the email and everything like that. So when he got it, right, that was just a mistake, Hammy. When he got it, Larry Reid sent it to him with the audio. That was like, oh. So William, Marcellus, shout out to Marcellus, Mad Church Disease. They got the email, but they got it without the audio. Conscious TV was like, send me that goddamn audio, and Larry Reid sent him the audio. Now, I guess it's like an hour and a half. It's multiple conversations. It's not just one conversation. And, he kind of went over the context of what the audio was about, but he did not play the audio. So we still haven't heard it, right? Now, what was funny was that St. James was live at the same time, right? St. James was live at the same time as CTV, and he had Bishop Bernard Jordan, and then he had another Bishop Bernard Jordan on the. I don't know who that was. There was a Bishop Bernard Jordan, and then there was another Bishop Bernard Jordan. Was that his son? It was two. It was two Jordans. That was not Manasseh. Yeah, something like that. Whatever. Right. I don't know who he was, but they were live at the same time. Now, they didn't get into what was going on. However, I guess on the Patreon, they kind of revealed more and stuff like that. And I'm not a member on St. James Patreon, so I don't know exactly what was talked about, but it was referenced. His other son. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate that. Oh, can we hit that like button, please? Thank you. So they were talking about the audio and stuff like that. That's what was going around the streets, right? So St. James goes live the following day, which was yesterday, Saturday. So he goes live and he's talking about, some dude named Myron, and then he gets into the audio. So he's like putting this one pastor on blast. His name is Justin. He was putting Justin on blast, saying like, "Oh, how dare you," and stuff like that. Record a man, blah 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 blah. Mind you, no one ever said the name of the person who was on the recording. We just know that there was a pastor, Calvin something. Calvin somebody was the one who been sending the email with the audio, but we don't know who exactly is on that recording. We just know Bishop Bernard Jordan is on the recording with another man. Oh, and we learned from CTV, backtracking a little bit, we learned from CTV that the audio said something about like, basically like he was going to take down Larry or get Larry or something like that. Something about he was going to get him or something like that in 2026. So he was plotting on Larry. Okay, now going back to St. James. St. James is like going off on this man, right? And I guess he had met him at Manasseh's event. So this is somebody that he had encountered before. And so I guess, he didn't reveal who it was, but I mean, obviously it must have been the Jordans that told him like, hey, it's this guy who's on the audio. Well, that pastor was there in the chat and clicked the link. And so St. James, and this is just my opinion, St. James did not say this, he was set up to fail because the Justin guy was all like, I'm not on the audio. He was like, yes, I did get the email, which is interesting because he does confirm that he got the email from Larry. But he was all like, I got the whatchamacallit, the email, but I don't have no recording. He was like, if I was recorded, then that was without my knowledge. But he was all like, I'm not the person on the recording, so I don't know why you're saying my name. And so St. James was all like, oh, well, you didn't possibly give a recording and da-da-da. He started doubling down, and the dude is all like, he didn't say this. This is me paraphrasing what he said in his mind. Nigga, I told you that I am not on the recording. Yo, he was telling them in every kind of way, like, I am not on the recording. Like, what is you talking about, sir? Like, I am not on this goddamn recording. Like, I keep telling you. Because he even said, like, it's, you know how these pastors are. He's like, it's Sunday, so I don't want to cuss, but, I don't know what you think. And so then St. James started diving in, like, oh, well, did you have a falling out with Bishop Bernard Jordan? And he was all like, no, we didn't have like a falling out or anything like that. I'm grateful for what he did. He sent me 10,000 for the roof in his church or whatever. And, he was like, so you guys are still cool? And that's when the Justin dude was kind of like, oh, okay, like maybe, we're not cool. But, he said there's no beef, no hate on his end. So obviously there was some kind of falling out, but we don't know what it is. But Pastor Justin Edwards did threaten. He was all like, if y'all accusing people, then I'm really going to start talking. And I'm going to get into my assumptions. Don't worry. I'm getting there. Don't worry. And then I got kind of thinking like, I know what happened. I know what went on. So the conversation was like really awkward because St. James was hell-bent on like, no, you the dude. But St. James admitted he did not hear the audio. So he did finally admit that he didn't hear the audio. And I think like he started doubling down, and then he was all like, all right, you got me. You won. Because St. James was getting ate up, He talked about it today. He was all like, some of you said I was getting ate up in the chat, and I just, he speaks like Shakespeare. You gotta love St. James. And thank you, love my kids. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Yes, thank you for getting your time. Love my kids. Jesus is telling me that you are forever gonna love your kids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids, your great-great-grandkids, and your lineage is going to go on forever and ever. Thank you, my sister. Woo! Woo! See, God just be talking to me. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Anyway. Did I really just do that? Yes, I did. All right, let's play a commercial and we'll be right back, you guys.
Are you going to apologize to Nick?
Somebody called me and they said that this is a source call. We said that 82 bad views, deny bad views, because they was pointing me to the point like, Wally, see when they got done live, they only got 3 comments but all of them views, so that means they bad views. I'm like, oh,
come on now, Wiley, I could have told you. I could have told you that. And I'm like, oh, I know.
Oh,
HQ was buying his views. The ratios don't make sense. It don't make sense. How you reach the new milestones with subscribers, but your numbers are still the same? Like, I ain't never seen AP2 with like 10K views, 5K views. I've never seen that. I've seen that with like 1,000.
And then what gets me with that situation, he said, how can I be jealous of someone that's buying views? I can't be jealous of that because I know that's.
How you gonna be jealous of your son? You work him.
Oh Lord, thank you.
How you gonna be jealous of your son? You burned him. Y'all lucky I can laugh at myself. If I was really like a vengeful person, man, listen, YouTube would be a lot different place, let me tell you. But I want to go ahead and read this. St. James did issue an official apology 4 hours ago. He said, I want to apologize to Pastor Justin Edwards for saying on my live that he recorded a phone conversations. Well, I had real concerns. The truth is... Oh, shit! St. James is gonna block me. Damn. St. James is gonna block me. Yeah, he's gonna block me. Yeah. Okay. What? Okay. Put the 1 in the chat. Y'all want me to read it in the St. James voice? Put a 2 in the chat. You want me to read it in my regular voice? 1 for the St. James voice. 2 for the my regular voice. 2. 1. Damn, y'all petty just like me. I love it. Okay, I think the 1's won. Okay. I want to apologize to Pastor Justin Edwards for saying on my live that he recorded phone conversations. While I had real concerns, the truth is I have not heard any proof. He has stated there is no recordings, and without verified evidence, I should not have presented it as fact. To Pastor Edwards, I apologize to my audience. Thank you for holding me to a standard of integrity. I will always correct the recording when needed and continue bringing you truthful response. I'm sorry, St. James. Please don't block me. Please don't block me, St. James. Please don't. It's just jokes, St. James. Yo, I'm gonna go back and watch this 100 times. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was funny. Oh shit. I'm crying over here. But yeah, St. James, he apologized. So that's what I wanted to convey. So again, CTV goes live right after and was all like, hey, there was no name mentioned of Justin Edwards at all. You jumped ahead of that and it was not him. And on top of that, it was he was asking you who gave you the information. Obviously, it was Bishop Bernard Jordan or the Jordan camp. Let me just say that, the Jordan camp. Excuse me. So when I had sat with that information, I was all like, oh, this is what I know. This is what I know. Whoever is on the recording is not the only one. Let me know if y'all was thinking that. Whoever is on this recording is not the only one. Whatever dealings that Bishop Bernard Jordan had with Justin, he outed that. Y'all get where I'm going? Y'all get where I'm going. I had to finger y'all. Pause. But I had to finger y'all. You get where I'm going now? So again, there was no name. Y'all need to start naming that damn like button. Hit that like button. That's free 99. Hit the like button. But again, there was no mention of Justin being on the phone call. However, the Jordan camp gave that information without confirming it was actually Justin on the call. So whatever their dealings were, he outed Pastor Justin Edwards. So there's a few ways we can go with this. So him, oh no, my internet, oh no. Now that was the devil right there, because how my internet just go out when I gave y'all the tea? But him and Justin had a thing going on, allegedly. And so Justin, he was shocked and was like trying to get on it, like, whoa. Ninja, I didn't expose nothing. You know, this is DL for DL, mass for mass. I'm not trying to expose myself. And he jumped ahead of it. And it's not even him on the call. It's someone else. And this is why I said Larry is Bishop Bernard Jordan. Bishop Bernard Jordan is Larry. Right, it's turning into the email gate. The Bishop files. And I'm not making fun of the survivors of Epstein. I'm just saying this is the Bishop files. You know? So you pulled this man, you know, you went out fishing, pulled this man out, and it's not the right, you know, you used the wrong bait, because this is not the one. This is not the dude. So whatever possibly happened with Justin, you done outed that situation. And Justin is pissed because it's all like, yo, it seemed like whatever happened, again, they didn't get into what was the reason why they had a falling out, but whatever happened, it seemed like Justin had made a piece of it, and he moved on. He moved on from it. And now, here we go. And shout out to King Jives. The reason why I put him in the title is because the last week or so, he has been alluding to, well, not alluding, he said like he didn't want to be a part of the mess. One of his apprehensions about doing the blogger panel with Bishop Bernard Jordan is that he didn't want to be in no shit. And now he's like, yo, this is what I wanted to avoid. Now I'm in some shit. Because again, yes, Bishop Bernard Jordan and Larry Reid linking up at the mall. Yes, very weird. I know. Oh, it was a spur of the moment kind of thing and all that stuff. And then it was like the excuse afterwards that Larry had gave, like, oh, this wasn't a reconciliation. You know, he ran up to me, and then Bishop had his response, and then we find out about, you know, the email that he sent to different bloggers 5 days prior to the meetup, and I'm like, See, it's some shit. And again, it's so funny because Bishop Bernard Jordan is talking about, if you listen, they're always talking about, oh, these bloggers spreading misinformation, these bloggers doing this, these bloggers doing that. But why is he never like, Larry is trying to screw me over? Larry is trying, like, he never calls out Larry directly. He's calling out the bloggers and not Larry, unless he considers Larry a blogger. But it's all like, you don't feel anything for that betrayal, but you're mad at the people reporting on it. And then it almost makes you think like, okay, this is why you wanted to do the blogger panel, because you needed someone to have your back to kill stories. You sacrificed St. James. And no, I didn't mince my words. I know what sacrifice means, but he sacrificed St. James. I don't like that. I don't like that. He was set up to fail. Now, did you force St. James to say anything? No, I can't say that you forced him to do anything. However, him being friends with you guys and being supportive, he stuck his neck out there for you. Now, what St. James did, was that dumb to do that? Yes, it definitely was. But him thinking y'all cool, and you gave him a little information about the backstory with this guy and made him jump off the bridge for you guys. And again, these are my words. I accept like a couple of DMs. I never talked to St. James personally, so I don't know what's in his head. But I know that he's now like, oh, this is some bullshit. Because now you got me in this shit, and I look like a fool. Notice you ain't seen the Jordans come out and make a statement like, oh, we're sorry for this and that. You ain't heard them say, I'm sorry. The Jordans are silent. The Jordans are on mute. And this is why people were skeptical about, well, for multiple reasons, but this is why people were skeptical about the whole panel thing. Because they're all like, oh, this is church PR to try to kill and stop stories before they get out of hand. Don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want to disrespect Bishop Bernard Jordan's position, right? But once you get on YouTube and you get involved with bloggers and stuff like that, I consider you another YouTuber. Bishops are supposed to be above type of mess and above reproach, whatever that means. Shout out to Lamar. You all in the church. Listen, Vims, you all in the church sector. When was the last time you stepped? It was sometime this year. It was sometime this year. Stop it. But no, oh, thank you, love my kids. I appreciate that. The confessional both is where he belongs, not on the block of the YouTube streets, the line of people waiting for his hypocritical support. Yes. I consider him, I consider Bishop Bernard another YouTuber. I don't consider him no, I don't care about that. You're another YouTuber. You up and down these YouTube streets, doing interviews with people, gathering different bloggers and stuff like that. You a YouTuber now. You are fair game. You are officially a YouTuber. What's up, Mad Church Disease? You are a YouTuber. Last night, the block was hot, wasn't it? Yes, it was, definitely. And so with that, because, I'm the Godfather of YouTube, me as the Godfather of YouTube, the reason why I can speak to you guys and give you guys advice is because more than likely I have been through it. Not always YouTubers will use their influence, but there will be a lot of outside sources and stuff like that. I like what you do, and I want to support you, and I can help you with this, I can help you with that. What's up, Darcy? I can help you do this. And not realizing that these people who seem like, in the terms of YouTube, like bigger content creators, or people who can put you on a pedestal or put you somewhere. Shout out to Chef Don Don and Miss Cruiser. She called me AT4 earlier today or this morning. I was like, AT4? Who the hell is that? But I like it. I'm claiming it. But a lot of these people will manipulate you. Y'all already know I've been up and down with these different YouTubers and stuff like that who, AT2, we love you, blah, blah, blah. And they just want to use and manipulate you and have you do their dirty work. After a while, you pick up on that it's not a genuine relationship and you back away slowly. Now, don't go on your channel and put them on blast like I do, or how I used to do. Back away slowly and be like, all right, I'm done. What's up, Diamond? Just back away slowly from the situation. And so Bishop Bernard Jordan, he used his power and his influence over these bloggers to make it seem like he was going to put them on a different pedestal or put them on a different level. And listening King Jives was all like, you know, all we did was that panel, we talked, you know, and fellowshipped or whatever, but we didn't really like get to like, oh, how do we make money or how we do this or how we do that. It was just kind of like an introduction, basically. So I think with that being said, realizing that you guys are the actual content creators. So with you guys being the actual content creators, you know more about this stuff than he does. Yes, he got you a flight. Yes, he got you a hotel. And yes, he gave you potato dinners. I had to make a little jokey joke. Oh, shut up. It's just a joke. Stop crying. But, you know, and potato dinner, right? He swooned you. And I'm going to be honest, that's a tax write-off. Yeah, like, that ain't nothing. That's a tax write-off. Like, he gonna be good. I promise you. That's not like, oh, I care about you guys. No, that's a tax write-off. So with that being said, you guys were basically giving him the intel on how YouTube worked for free 99. And again, I have to go back to what I previously stated. Again, Bishop Bernard Jordan is Larry Reid. Larry Reid is Bishop Bernard Jordan. They're two of the same. Let me tell you, whatever foreplay they like, this is their kind of foreplay. That's why you've seen them hugging and kissing at the mall. This is foreplay for them. You know how like some people like oral sex? This is the oral sex. This is oral sex for them. Like they're getting off of like having team this, team Bishop, team Larry. They're getting off on this, and they are playing you guys, and y'all don't even know it. They are playing you, literally and figuratively. But they are playing y'all. Oh my God, my windows. Oh, put your kids to bed and close your windows. What's up, Rico? How you doing? Put your kids to bed and close your windows. 30 seconds. Let's do a commercial real quick.
Me and Dre beefing right now, but it's professional beefing. I ain't doxing Dre. I ain't giving out all his shit either. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, you don't like Dre? Here go his shit. Here's his entire fucking life while I sit over there and remain anonymous. You people are the biggest hypocrites that I've ever fucking seen. And listen, and I stated before, show me a pair of red panties and I'll give you $300. Dre. Bet you can't. T-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt. Hey,
since we were talking about sex, I wanted to play that one. T-shirt and my panties on. I still hate that lady. Don't get it twisted, but you know, I love that commercial. What's up, Danielle Turner? That's my alleged cousin right there. I've side-eyed BJ for years. This presents generation is now just catching up. Okay, I'm catching up. And Darius, I read your comment. I put it up on the screen. I did see that. That was not the case. Okay. Well, this is my perception. I'll say that. Okay. There was a comment that I seen that I wanted to say something on, and now I don't see it. Okay. Now that y'all put your kids to bed, I can be honest. So this was foreplay. This is what that was. It was foreplay. And so they have you guys fighting and y'all acting a fool and everything like that. But like, if you realize with the whole email thing, right? And, you know, CTV did his thing, right? I'm not going to lie about that. However, Larry should have did that. If Larry wants to put this man business out there, then he needs to do it. He needs to be the one to do it. Which in turn, if Bishop Bernard Jordan wants to defend himself, if he wants to defend himself, he needs to defend himself. And St. James should be left out of it. This is really between y'all, and we should be sitting back, relaxing, and watching for our entertainment. No one else should be involved. They should just be giving their commentary. Can I get an amen on that? It's funny that y'all say this is a church shirt because it's actually a tank, like a tank. And then, like, I just threw this over. Yeah, it kind of looked like, you know, giving y'all the illusion that I went to church this morning. Larry was never going to do that. Have you ever seen any attack come directly from him? No, and that's the thing. That's why I said Larry is Bishop Bernard Jordan, and Bishop Bernard Jordan is Larry Reid. They both use people to do their dirty work. They both freaks, obviously now confirmed. You know, I used to say, freaky ass Larry, he a 69 God. You know, I used to sing that all the time, but now I gotta say, freaky ass Bernie, he a 69 God, because they both freaks. Like, oh my God. With y'all freaky ass, like, shit. Man, like, what? Yeah. It's a lot. And here's the thing too. I think once you come on YouTube and you think that you can control the narrative or you know how to run this game, and you never really have a grasp on everything. Because at the end of the day, whatever you say on camera is what you say on camera. But we're not privy to what happens behind the scenes. And even if you are involved in the drama, you still don't know what's going on. I haven't talked about this yet, but you know how like all the YouTubers, not all the YouTubers, but some of the YouTubers went to the Diddy trial? I didn't realize, because I kept hearing this name Holly, right? They were like, Holly. Well, come to find out, Holly was the PR agent, and there was this recorded phone call where like they were just using Holly name so casually, and I didn't realize like that was somebody who's connected to Diddy. That's Diddy's PR agent. So they were like all connected with Diddy's PR. And I hate to say like some of their commentary changed, but oh, this is why your commentary changed, because you was hooking up with the PR lady, and it was a group of them hooking up with the PR lady. So when you seen Tyesse Tells talk about it on the Diddy documentary, she wasn't lying. So again, we just know what everybody puts out on camera. We don't know the back end conversation that people are having. That's why I use that as an example. What's up, Faith? How you doing? That's why I use that as an example, because you never know what people are talking about in the background. And we never really know if people actually, quote unquote, hate each other. Because again, when like I said, I was surprised when William went to the Cheesecake Factory with Tyesse and Larry Reid, because it seemed like, aren't you with Bishop Bernard Jordan and now you're going over with them? Like, did Larry put you up to do it? Like, you know, like it just looked weird. It looked very weird. So again, and listen, I'm not telling you guys like, oh, don't associate yourself with Larry Reid or Bishop Bernard Jordan. No, if you feel like you get some kind of inspiration from them, follow them, continue to support. I'm not somebody who wants to stop anybody's business or anything like that. So let's be clear before y'all start saying, oh, he's trying to hurt us. No, I'm just talking about the shit that y'all put out there. That's what I'm talking about. The shit that you put out there. I ain't been involved in email gate. I ain't got no emails, no recordings, no nothing. Now, would I like to hear the recording? Yes, I would like to hear it. And another thing, because AT2, you're the only blogger who called it out. Bernard and Larry Reid played them all. He was manipulating. Thank you, Antonio. Ding, 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 ding. See? Dang, I seen that comment and then it stopped me. I'm sorry. What was I gonna say? Dang, it was something good too. Not your fault, Antonio. I just lose track of thought. All of this is a mess. Yeah, it is. It is. They're both just alike. They're both just alike. They can say, oh no, we're nothing alike. We're not this, we're not that. Like, can we not forget that Larry Reid and Bishop Bernard Jordan knew each other for 4 or 5 years now? And with Bishop Bernard Jordan now wanting to change the way blogging is, why didn't you do that for your spiritual son? Why didn't you do that for your spiritual son? Larry Reid was out here throwing your actual son, Manasseh, under the bus. Why weren't you there trying to protect? Y'all get where I'm going with this? That whole TD Jake situation, that shit was weird as hell. And now Manasseh is a grown-ass man, so I can't say, oh, Larry Reid forced him to do anything. But Larry kind of spearheaded that situation. And then it was like Manasseh didn't want to talk about it anymore or avoided talking about it. It was kind of like, wait. And then it was all like, oh, something's coming. And nothing ever came. And then Larry, doing what he do, backtracked on all that TD Jake stuff. And it was all like, now, wait a minute, because you said X, Y, and Z, and now you trying to pretend like you didn't say anything? And then, oh, y'all not integral. That's not what I said. Y'all, you know, y'all don't have integrity. Y'all ain't integral. Nigga, I can't even spell integral, so I don't even know what you're talking about. But I know. I know what I heard. And y'all know what y'all heard. Same with Bishop Bernard Jordan. Bishop Bernard Jordan will tell you like, oh, no, it's not this, it's not that. No. No, we heard. It is what it is. It's not what it's not. It is what it is. We heard. We're not stupid. You know, they both are one and the same. I want y'all to realize that they both are one and the same. They're not different. That whole they're different people. No, they're the same. You better be on all fours. Wait, hold on. Backfacing Bishop when entering his confessional closet in the basement. Oh shit. Thank you, my kids. I appreciate the super chat. Yeah, okay. It seemed like a lot of y'all agree with me on that. Yeah, and it all seemed to stem from that. You know, it all seems to stem from that, which is I still don't understand it. But again, we don't know all of, just like I said, you don't know how the content creators are acting behind the scenes. We don't know how Larry and Bishop Bernard Jordan talk to each other. Now, the bloggers, YouTubers, they might think like, oh no, I know Bishop. Oh no, I know Larry. Oh no. No. Y'all ninjas don't know them. Y'all don't know how their relationship is with each other in private when, you know, you're not in on the call or in on the email. You guys do not know how they get down with each other. And I'm not saying sexual, by the way, you guys. I'm not saying that. But again, we do not know how they get down with each other. But from the way they act, I can see that they are one and the same. And let me know if you guys agree with me real quick. Do you think Larry Reid and Bishop Bernard Jordan are one and the same? Yes or no?
Sitting up in my room like I'm 82. I must confess I'm a mess over you. Oh. I'm just sitting up in my room like I'm 82, honey. Like I'm 82. I must confess I'm a mess of you all.
While I'm sitting up in my room. Yeah, a lot of you guys are saying, yeah. Yes. They are one and the same. All that, oh yeah, they're different people. No, they're one and the same. And and I hope that you guys have a personal relationship with God. I think this is really what this should teach you. You guys should have a personal relationship with God, and not just, oh yeah, I'm listening to these people or thinking about you don't know. You don't really know how they get down until they start acting a fool, and then you're like, oh, this is how y'all get down? This is what y'all, okay, I got you. I see how it is. Twins. Yeah, twin, where have you been? Alive now, about to set you straight. What is he gonna set me straight up? I'm like, I told the truth. Like, there's nothing to set straight. I mean, it's pretty much straightforward. Like, yeah, there's no secret sauce or anything like that. Like, it's pretty much straightforward. What's up, River? How you doing? Yeah, listen. You got to remember one thing too. This whole thing about, them joining YouTube and stuff like that, you got to remember they're in the church. Church people know how to pray. I'm going to repeat that. Church people know how to pray. And I'm going to tell, and I'm going to spell the right kind of pray for you. Church people know how to pray. So do you think that they did not sit back and watch and study people before they prayed on them? Listen, do you think that they did not sit back, watch, and see how can I use this person? How can I get inside their head? How can I control them? Right. I don't want to, me either. I think prayer should be $3.99. I don't think, I still don't agree with the necessarily prospect. Do I think they should make money? Yes. But for the word and who they are and to help with certain things. But as far as I'll pray for you and I'll give you this or that, no, I don't like that at all. No. There should not be an amount like on how better the prayer or the prophecy would be based on the price. I don't like that. I will never like that. If I ask you to pray for me, I'm just expecting you to do that. I'm not expecting it to come with a price. How can I benefit from them? Yep. Y'all got it. Ooh, Shay. Ooh, you're going deep. How did anyone with a discerning spirit not see the foolishness of the bishop? It literally oozes off of him. Money in proximity to money blinds a lot of people, especially church folk. And that's fair. That's fair. AT2, I can't believe you're covering the church sector all of a sudden. Well, St. James Live with Pastor Justin now. Oh, listen, y'all need to pay me. Every time y'all say St. James' name, y'all need to pay me because y'all trying to draw traffic over there. Don't worry. I was getting ready to end the show anyway because I'm kind of curious too. I was getting ready to end the show anyway because I'm kind of curious on what's going on over there too. But stop trying to ruin my damn show and pay me for promoting other people. Damn it. What's up, Miss Curiosity? How you doing? Kenneth, you said it, not me. You said it. Now, I ain't going to tell you if I agree or disagree with you, but you said it, okay? Because you know they're going to drag me if I put my stamp on approval of what you said. But I ain't going to say I disagree. All right, you guys. But basically, that was it. I just wanted to let y'all know that these bloggers are being paid, not paid, played, and Bishop Bernard Jordan and everybody, they using y'all. They do not care. This is some weird. This is church play, not foreplay. Church play. This is some church play shit, and y'all don't need to get involved. And thank you, love my kids. I appreciate. Damn, you've been blessing me the whole damn. Thank you, my sister. I appreciate that. Yes, they are slowly. Yes. The Godfather, listen, when the Godfather moves, everybody moves. And that's what I'm here to do, y'all, to entertain y'all. I love y'all. Be safe. If you get any message out of this, have your own relationship with God, and also love everybody, because that's what we need in this world. We need more love.